Five, four, three, two.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is G. Harper here, coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia on this beautiful Sunday here in Piedmont Park. I want to continue this series titled The Power to Change. If there was one thing that you and I, all of us, we can have some modifications on, it is the power to change our attitude. Somebody say my attitude. Many of us, right now, we can use some modifications. Here it is, case in point. Many of us, we hear people talk about certain things that our attitude gives off that could be in a negative light. Perhaps you have a quick mindset to get negative or to get smart with people or to think defeated, or sometimes we think we know it all. There are some things in life that all of us can use. Here it is, some modification towards our attitude. I want to talk about what Paul said in Philippians chapter 4. Let me give you this scripture. Paul was talking to the Philippians, and he says, now let me sum this up, my brothers and sisters. He says, one final thing. Fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. If there are some things that could help fix our attitude, Paul says, think on these things. Think on the things that are true. Think on things that are not false, not full of gossip, not negativity. Think on things that are honorable. Paul is telling us to think on things that are pure and lovely. He says, if you think on these things, this right here will help your attitude. What is it that you can think more of that'll help change your outlook upon life? What type of attitude do you and I need to take into work? What type of attitude do we need to take into our relationships and our marriages? What type of attitudes do we need to take into the church and how to deal with people? Case in point, I promise you, have you ever considered what people say about you? Have you ever lived out of town, moved to a different city, and some things that people talked about your attitude, they line up? Maybe that's one thing that you need to change. Perhaps you going to that job and you've been at least to 3 different jobs in one city, and your supervisors are saying the same thing about your attitude. Maybe that is something you need to change. But my question that I want to pose to you today is, what is God saying about your attitude? Maybe God is trying to take you to another level. He's trying to get you to fulfill your divine purpose, but your attitude is not right towards God. Your attitude is not right towards your assignment. Have you ever considered that maybe your blessings are being hindered because of your attitude? Or maybe because you're not where you want to be in life because of how you are thinking, but because of how you are portraying God's purpose for your life. I challenge you today to think about changing your attitude for the better. How can you change your attitude? I'm glad you asked. Stop hanging around people with negative attitudes yourself. If you have a crowd of people that's negative, that's gossip, that's not leading you to a divine purpose or, positivity, change your environment. Get a mentor. Get friends that will help you have a positive attitude. Man, I remember this one particular day, I was watching the fight, and I was around some of my friends, and this particular person, I promise you, it kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. Can I be transparent with you? I'm talking like this. This is G. Harper talking. This person always loves to gossip. Brought me in the whole matter of gossiping and said, so what do you think about so-and-so? My thing is, why is it that we gotta gossip about our friends and people around us? Because if you doing it around me, clearly you talking about me when you're not around me. So in my case, you know what? I don't even hang around the person no more. I don't even engage into that. So if you're gonna have a positive attitude and change it, change your environment. Not only do you gotta change your environment, I promise you, change the people that you talk to from a day to day. From talking to people, from who you hang around, from how people think, you got to change all of that. You got to hang out with a group of people that are going where you want to go. That's what I challenge you to do. Talk to people that has a little bit probably more common sense. Don't hang around people that's just gonna give you just plain talk. Talk to somebody, a mentor, a president, a pastor, somebody that will help you get to a place in life that'll help you change your attitude towards God himself. So as I conclude with the power to change your attitude, always remember, Your altitude in life determines your attitude. Make sure your attitude lines up with your purpose. Always remember that your attitude will determine how far you go. Until we meet again, God bless you. This is G Hart.